Good day to you all. Um, so I want to uh, do the best I can to tell my story. Um, I suppose my story about becoming a musician and how I ended up becoming a musician and what led to that. Without this video being too long, I kind of want to break it down in kind of a few short steps, I suppose, or kind of just tell my story without stretching it out too long or going into too much, detail or information. But yeah, I'll start by saying that, it began way back in 2005. I was about 12 when I started. And that's a long time ago now. I started It was when my, parents wanted me to learn the guitar. Um, I went to a jazz musician then for years. I took lessons for probably about 3 years, in around 3 years. Um, and then when after my 3 years, we decided that, it was time to kind of move on from lessons and start, just playing and learning by yourself. So, then I started getting more active and involved in things like doing open mic and performing live and playing on stage and things like that. But I did learn off a jazz musician, very well known. Not going to be saying any names, just going to keep that personal or private. But yeah, like I took a few lessons at the beginning. I'm not a fully self-taught musician when it comes to the guitar. I did start learning the guitar from the beginning, and then I worked my way up to other things like vocals and stuff like that, singing. Um, I guess most of my talents and the things that I've been putting my focus on when it comes to music have been, social media, of course, with the massive rise in social media, um, just, I suppose, putting my content up on YouTube. I've been doing that for the past 12 or 13 years at least, maybe over 10 years at least anyway, 10, 11 years at this stage, which has kind of, I suppose, gotten me to a point where I've gotten some recognition. I've gotten to the point where people know about me. Um, but yeah, also growing like other things like Facebook and stuff like that, growing other social pages and stuff like that has also helped. But yeah, like I've done many things over the years. I auditioned for Voice of Ireland back in 2014. I remember doing my first live performance um, in 2010, 2009, sorry, and winning that talent show. And then later in a follow-up performance in 2010 during a music camp. I remember performing one of my first, breakthrough performances that really kind of got the ball rolling and got me kind of doing other things with other musicians and playing with different people and stuff. Then, I ended up playing with my band that I'm with now, and other things throughout as well throughout the years. And when it comes to our band, the band is Saint Facade, and if you want to follow us, we have a Facebook page there. That's SAINTFACADE, Saint Facade. That's the name of our group. We're a three-piece alternative band, I would say, alternative pop, but we play covers and we also play original material as well. Our first EP is actually coming out soon. You've seen me probably do videos and stuff about it. The EP will be out in June. It's our first official EP, so we were in the studio last year recording it. All of our own material as well. It's a fully original album or EP. But when it comes to live, we've been doing a lot of covering many different genres and stuff like that. That's always been the way, when it comes to live performance. trying to, you know, just give it your best and try and pull off, you know, put on a good show basically that people are going to appreciate and walk out thinking, wow, that was amazing, you know. That's where the importance of it comes in. And that's always been something in me that I've always wanted to, you know, push to the next boundary and really, um, you know, show people that this is what we're capable of doing, you know, and try and be as unique as possible, because that's the key, right? Being yourself and not copying or just having this kind of attitude where you really are showing what you can do for the world, you know, and what you have inside you to actually become. And that's kind of one of the really big things about music, and it's one of the really it's one of those things that gives me drive, you know, and it's always given me that drive to stay active and be an active musician. Um, I suppose when it comes to all of the other outlets in music, like, you know, releasing albums and, you know, becoming really big and all of those things, they take time, they take a lot of work. Even I'm not there yet, I'm not at that stage, you know. But again, always pushing forward, and that's the advice I would give to anybody, even who's starting off learning an instrument or just slowly becoming a musician or wanting to pursue a career as a musician, or even just learning that instrument and taking the next step. You know, those are, you know, my advice is to just keep on with it and not never give up. Always try and find a new mindset or something that keeps you on track with it. Yeah, so always trying to write new music, trying to write songs, all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, things are going steady with the band, you know, things are going pretty steady. As a solo artist, yeah, trying to write new material. I want to release some of my own original material, hopefully by the end of 2024, if not 2025, hopefully, we will see. But we have to get our album out with the band first. That's the most important thing. And then we going to do our launch gig, all of that good stuff. We're going to hopefully get merchandise as well. So those are all things that we want to do. But yeah, that's kind of my story. I'm not, you know, it's not an official me telling you my, you know, my life story as a musician. I basically just want to break down my background as a musician. You know, when I started way back in 2005 as a solo artist, playing for many years, and then in a couple of later years, I got a band together with my mate, and then we basically performed live, and we had many different people come and go throughout that band. And yeah, just done other live performances and stuff as a solo artist and open mics and things like that. Nothing major. I've never done any huge stadium shows or anything like that. Hopefully one day. Anyway, folks, that's kind of where I'm at with things in the music business. But on other topics, things like you know, I suppose some of the other stuff that I'm focusing on with my life, you know, I'm doing my gaming channel, and I'm also doing like artwork. So those things they take up a fair bit of time and energy as well. You know, I'm at the moment I'm focusing on releasing a lot of my old artwork from my portfolio, which some of you may know if you follow my art page. That's Stuart Doherty Art. You can follow that on Facebook. There's also an Instagram there too, if you're interested in my artwork. Now, I don't sell any of my artwork, not as of yet. I haven't. I'm not running a business or anything like that. I'm doing it as a hobby. But I do have a lot of work to share with people, so I want to hopefully get as much of that out as possible. That's my goal at the moment. And then, you know, maybe someday we'll, you know, get some of that work into an art gallery or something like that. Who knows? But yeah, focusing on things like art and stuff at the moment. Also, Games Mania Doherty, if you haven't checked it out, do check it out. It's my gaming channel. Please do visit that channel. It needs more subscribers, more followers. Just trying to grow it all the time with new content. I'm doing emulation stuff. I'm doing, you know, lots of different stuff. I'm going to be even moving towards some of the retro gaming, hopefully soon enough. Yeah, if you are interested in that, do follow it. I'm a huge video game lover. Gaming and things like that are not my main passion. You know, music will always be my main drive, you know, and you know, working with the band and stuff like that, and being a musician is really the main that's mainly what I am, you know. But when it comes to the other things like art, they're basically like pastimes, you know. There are other pastimes that I do. Yeah, I would like if you check out my other stuff on social media. I guess I'm kind of coming to the end of this now. Really, when it comes to the gaming, I just want to put it out there that I do have limited time at the moment for, you know, making a lot of content when it comes to my gaming channel. That's just due to the fact that, you know, working and stuff and employment and just other things that are kind of in the way of that, having to, you know, put my energy into work outside of social media. That's the best way of describing it. You know, when it comes to other life, you know, things that you got to take care of, you know, in my personal life as well, you know, so all of that stuff, it takes a huge impact on having the time to be able to put all of my energy into everything else, like art and gaming and stuff like that. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to set a schedule up or be able to find time to do those things. But if not, I will have to drop down with my gaming channel. I won't be able to post as much to the gaming channel as I'd like to, and that's kind of the way things are at the moment. I'm trying to do bits and pieces here and there, but it's not easy to do, you know, play a full video game and complete a full video game or something like that and start streaming and all that type of stuff. I'd love to have more time for that type of stuff, but I don't, unfortunately, with all of my other things that I have going on. But yeah, either way, music, all the other stuff is all going well, and that's where we are with things. And I just want to give anyone the best of luck. I want to wish you the best of luck in your whatever it is that you do, your career, your, you know, whatever it is that you do, I suppose, in music, where you are as a musician. I want to, you know, the whole purpose of this video was just to share my thoughts and my experiences as a musician, and some of my other hobbies and pastimes as well. But yeah, I all the best advice I can give is just keep going, keep striving forward, and do the best that you can. And one day you will make it, and you will end up achieving. That's the best word I can use. Achieving the goals that you wish to achieve, and get to the places that you want to get to in life, and that's what's important. But yeah, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to listen to me go on for so long. Either way, I guess that's it. Peace, guys. Peace in the world. Peace to you all. God bless you, and I will catch you again, guys. Thank you.